Okay, before we get right into it, the phone I'm rocking is the Oppo R17. Chances are if you live in the States, you probably haven't heard of this phone, and that's because a lot of their market is outside of the US and countries like India. So for my Indian viewers, you definitely have heard of Oppo, but maybe haven't heard of this phone. It's basically the OnePlus 6T, just with a couple of additional features and a little bit design changes, such as in the color, but essentially same screen, basically same camera, same phone, just different skin and different manufacturer name on it. But anyway, let's finally get to what's on my phone. So the launcher I'm using is the Nova launcher, which you probably already heard of because it's the most popular Android launcher and almost everybody uses it. But it's super simple, it's fast and just easy to use. I really dislike the stock launcher that comes shipped with Oppo R17 because it's literally an iOS version of Android. That's essentially what it is. And that's what I've realized. Just a quick little rant. A lot of these Chinese manufacturers are doing such a terrible job at copying Apple. And I think that's like the dumbest thing ever, because a lot of people are switching from iOS to Android because they want to have that customizability. But these Chinese manufacturers are doing the exact opposite. They're almost regressing by taking out the app drawer like Apple and just having one home screen and things like that. And that's what Oppo did, and I'm super disappointed because this is a great phone with a terrible launcher. But good thing with Android, you could always switch between different launchers. So now let's finally take a look at what's on my phone. And here we're on the home screen. And some of the widgets I'm using, this is actually the weather and clock widget that came stock with Oppo R17. It looks super clean. I love it. The wallpaper also came stock with the Oppo R17, but I'll have it linked down in the description. And we also have like the Google widget, of course, you know, in case I want to talk to Google real quick, or the Google Assistant. And looking below the Google widget is a bunch of folders, and I like to keep the applications that I use almost on a daily basis in folders because it allows me to easily find it when I do need to get on the app. So the first folder we have is productive. There we have Dropbox, Mathway. This comes in super clutch for calculus because I am not the best at math, and this literally solves the problem for you. Then you have Spark Post, which I definitely recommend if you post a lot of content on social media. Here, let me actually open it up real quick. But it allows you to create content. So here, let me go back. I actually created this for my Instagram through this application, this cool little animation. But it allows you to create content super fast and easy. You don't have to have a computer. You can just do it straight off your phone. Check it out. Links will be in the description alongside every other application I specifically talk about in this video. And then right across from that, we have Smart, and these are applications that are used for some of the smart devices I have. So Jaybird are for my wireless earphones, LifeX for my bulbs, Logitech for my camera, and a recent application that I've been using is Surfshark. Okay, so Surfshark is my favorite VPN right now because it's the only VPN service that allows you to register an unlimited amount of devices onto one account. If you're constantly using public Wi-Fi's, maybe at school or even at Starbucks or something like that, then your data is unsafe and it's not protected and people could hack into your stuff. So essentially what a VPN does is it encrypts your data and it spoofs your location to make sure that you're always protected when you're browsing the internet. It has a bunch of other cool features that I like to use, such as camouflage mode, which makes sure your ISP can't see that you're using your VPN. And it's available both on Chrome and Mozilla Firefox as an extension, so you can browse on the web on your laptop or computer and still be protected. So now let's move on to the next application, which is Google, and essentially that's really what it is. It's just a bunch of Google apps that I like to use. You have the Google Assistant, Maps, Gmail, Calendar, Nova Launcher, which is not a Google app, but I threw it in there. Docs, I love Google Docs. That's literally what I use to script my videos. I recommend this over Microsoft Word because you can access this on any device and basically anywhere where you have internet access, and that's what I love about it. So after the Google folder, we have social media, and on here I have Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook, and I use almost all these on a daily basis, more than I probably should. I like to get on Instagram and literally just go through my timeline and watch the Hood Clips account, if you know what that is. They have a bunch of funny meme videos. But if you're not following, shameless plug, follow your boy at Victor's Fits. You can find me on Facebook, my Facebook page at Victor's Fits. You can find me on Twitter at Victor's Fits, literally everywhere except Snapchat. And you can scan my Snap code, which will pop up right over here, and you can add me if you want to check out some of the stuff that I do behind the scenes when I'm not making YouTube videos. Then moving on to the next folder is entertainment. I have Hulu, The only reason I have Hulu and I don't use it as much is because Spotify was doing this little bundle where you get Hulu and Spotify as a student for $5.99, actually for $4.99 a month, which is an amazing deal. So that's a reason why the application is here. But I need to use it, but I don't use it that much. Netflix, who doesn't use Netflix? A show that I was actually recently watching was Greenleaf. On My Block is coming back again, so I'm super excited for that. What are some of your favorite Netflix series? Because I just finished Greenleaf and now I'm looking for something else besides On My Block, which is dropping soon. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section some shows that you recommend on Netflix. Then we have TV Stream, which is for my Xfinity. And the cool thing with using Comcast as a provider, besides your terrible customer support, if you live in the US, especially in Atlanta, Georgia area, like there's a bunch of hotspots everywhere, so you get free Wi-Fi literally everywhere. I would be driving on the road and I'd be connected to a random Wi-Fi hotspot and I wouldn't have to worry about using my data. So fun fact, if you're an Xfinity user and you didn't know that, or if you're not and you're considering to switch onto it. Next up is a shopping application. There we have eBay. I sell on eBay some of the stuff that I receive as review units because I have a bunch of stuff sitting in the office right now that I don't use. So sometimes I would either sell it or I would keep them for giveaways. We have Amazon. I shop on Amazon like on a weekly basis. I get packages on a weekly basis. Like Amazon is the best application for shopping online, in my opinion, especially if you have a Prime account. Next is PayPal. Then we have B&H Photos. If you don't know what B&H Photos is, it's a store located in New York City, and depending on what state you live in America, you could literally go buy anything without having to pay taxes. I don't know how that works, but I bought my MacBook Pro for $1,700 with shipping, $1,700, no taxes. It's amazing. So if you live in the States, check out B&H, and maybe the state you live in, you might have free taxes available. Now on the very bottom are some applications that I just like to not keep in folders. These are basically the apps that I use literally on a daily basis. The Play Store, I wouldn't say I use it on a daily basis, but in case I need to download an application, I don't want to have to go through 3 folders just to find it. Then we have Inbox. Sad to say that Google is actually removing Inbox. Inbox is a mail client that I use that Google made a couple years back, but they're now going to not add support for it. I don't know why, but it's an awesome application. And if you'd like to go check it out, go check it out while you have the time to, because it's soon not going to be on the Play Store or Apple's App Store. But what I love about it is how nice and organized it keeps your emails, as you can see here. And that's the reason I've been using it as my main mail client on my cell phones for the past couple years. Next, we have Creator Studio, and this is literally what I use to manage my YouTube analytics. Then we have the YouTube application. Obviously, I have the YouTube application. I'm a YouTuber, and you're probably watching me on the YouTube application or the YouTube web browser app, whatever you want to call it. So let's move on to the next screen, and here we have the Bible verse or the Bible widget. Next, we have the calendar widget. And this allows me to quickly access my calendar. And as you can see, this week it's gonna be pretty busy. Like I'm gonna be in a whole wedding. And on the next folder, we have the Google Keep app or the Google Keep widget. This is one of my favorite applications. Google Keep is literally what I use to jot down notes because I can access this on my computer, on my iOS device, on obviously on my Android device, literally everywhere where there's internet access, I can access my notes. And as you can see here, I have quotes, Bible quotes, you know, just some quick notes that I like to jot down when I need them. And as for any other application I want to mention, because that's literally it, I like to keep my device simple for the most part. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the dock. On my dock, I have obviously the phone app, so I can make some quick phone calls, Google Chrome, the app drawer, Gmail app, which I started using recently. They got a recent update, which is pretty dope. And I definitely recommend the Gmail app if you're looking for a mail client and if you have a Google account, it's really nice. And Spotify. If you're not already following me on Spotify, go follow me on there if you want to check out some of the music I listen to. Some playlists that I recommend is Lit playlist. A lot of people like this. As you can see, I have like 60 followers. And then I have High Vibes. Yeah, I have a bunch of playlists on here that you can go check out if you do have a Spotify account and you're a Spotify user. But yeah, that is really it for this video. That is what's on my Android phone. Once again, I'm rocking the Oppo R17, and links to everything that I talked about will be down in the description. If you have any comments or any feedback, leave it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one.